Well, right now, as the U.S. and other Western countries aid in the search for nearly 300 girls abducted in Nigeria, critics are raising serious new questions about former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and her handling of the terror group Boko Haram. Doug McCoway is live in Washington with more on this. So, Doug, why did the State Department not designate Boko Haram a terrorist organization under Hillary Clinton's tenure as Secretary of State?
Well, Jenna, a State Department official was asked precisely that question yesterday, and he largely blamed pressure from the Nigerian government. Listen up.
The government of Nigeria feared that designating these individuals and the organizations would bring them more attention, more publicity, and be counterproductive.
And some respected Foreign Service veterans were also advising the Secretary of State against designation, fearing that it would simply limit their options.
That means what we're doing, or what we have done, is that we are reducing the number of tools we have in our kit bag.
In a story scheduled to run next week, the Weekly Standard is arguing that Boko Haram should have warranted the terrorist designation. It says the 2011 raid at the bin Laden compound produced documents that directly linked al-Qaeda leaders to Boko Haram.
What I think it is it's driven by policy. Basically, there's this desire to define al-Qaeda down, to say that al-Qaeda, that attacked us on 9/11, was the discrete core in Pakistan, and that we can just drone that core to death. That's not what al-Qaeda is. Al-Qaeda has been an international network since before 9/11, and it's been an international network after 9/11.
It is not clear that the State Department had access to those bin Laden documents. Of the thousands of files retrieved from the compound, only 17 or so have been made public. Jenna?
And Doug, a little context for us, if you would. Secretary Clinton, how did she describe Boko Haram a year ago?
You know, she described it in very, very different terms, and that's what makes this non-designation so peculiar. Listen to what Secretary Clinton said to a House committee in January of 2013.
Whether they call themselves al-Qaeda or Boko Haram or Ansar al-Sharia, they are all part of the same global jihadist movement. And there may be differences between them, but their goals are unfortunately similar and pose threats to us and our partners.
Senator David Vitter, the only member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to vote against Clinton's nomination as Secretary of State, says he wants a fuller explanation of why that designation did not happen during Clinton's tenure. He has written a letter and wants some answers from the State Department. Jenna?
Doug, thank you.